scarier stuff than that.
Maybe we'll decide to get buried here.
Just a bit outside.
When you have to shoot, shoot, don't talk.
Sounds like go, man. I prefer cats.
So say good night to the bad guy.
Now let's all get drunk and play ping pong.
Hey, how's it going? I know, it's been a while. It's Classic Joey Mac here, back again with the living. It's been a while for good reason. Me and Michelle, my fiance, moved into our first house just over a month ago, and as you can imagine, we've been not really operational. We're just starting to get things done here. Just starting to get set up. Every week we seem like we're doing a little bit better. We got internet and TV now. We've got places to sit. We've got places to eat. We've actually got food to eat. We've got a little bit of everything. However, this blog or vlog or whatever you want to call it is not about me moving. It is about the announcement from Capcom that there will be a Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And it will be released in spring 2011. That date is subject to change, of course. Does anyone realize how long I've been waiting for this game? 10 years. Yeah, ever since that game. Once you can't get bored with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. The entire series is great. Anyone that likes Street Fighter, from the early 90s, and they're my age, 25, you fell right in love with Marvel vs. Capcom because I'm a big Marvel nut. I like those style of games, and then when you combine them, yeah, it's that good. So, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is still one of the most fun games that I had the pleasure of playing. At any given second. I can't even touch my score anymore. I can't even touch it. I don't even remember what it is. It's so friggin' high. My combination that I got that one on was Rogue, Gambit, and Cable, which, I love. I'm sure that anyone else that's in the same boat as me is so excited about this game coming out. I've, been trolling the Facebook boards, and all, going back and forth with people about, characters, speculation, and stuff like that. To me, when you ask that stuff on the boards, what characters would you guys like to say? There's a difference between what my answer is and what I expect is going to happen. I like this spot. I get to rest my feet on the, whatever this thing is. I'm upstairs in my new bedroom. You'll have to check out the video on the house in order to understand what I'm talking about. It's this wall. Anyone that's, in the same boat as me is really hyped up about this, but the question that keeps coming up is, well, what characters would you like to see? Well, of course I'm going to pick characters that I like. I'm going to say, in addition to, the Gambits, Rogues, Captain Americas that I'm fairly sure are going to be in the game, I'm going to sit here and I'd love to see Doctor Strange. I'd love to see Mr. Sinister. One of my favorite characters is Jubilee. If someone called her a little dated and irrelevant, that's possible. That's possible in 2010. However, there's a cult fan group of us, Jubilee fans, and we would love to see her in a game like this. Not going to happen. I don't expect it. If it did, for some reason, I'd be really excited, but don't expect it to happen. However, don't tell me that, we can't have Jubilee and then expect me to embrace having Juggernaut's, fat ass back in there when he can't do anything. Or, Magneto, who I like, who I personally thought was lacking, in the game 10 years ago. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So, with that said, I'd love to hear what other people, have to say on the subject, my email's classicjm85@yahoo.com, or check me out on Facebook. Look up Joe McDonald. You can also use my email to look me up. I'd love to discuss it because this game is something I'm pretty passionate about, and I think a lot of people, from what I can see, the hype about this game is already going insane, and we're a year away from the release. All we have is like 45 seconds of a teaser that Capcom threw out, a couple interviews, a couple of basic posters that I think everyone can guess who the characters in the shadows are. It's not a surprise. I'm kind of excited about seeing like a Deadpool in there. We all knew Captain America and Chun-Li were going to be in there. I just would love to see them think a little bit more outside the box. Now, they said in one interview that they'd like to only do 30 characters. To me, it would be disappointing if they didn't have at least 50 characters. Honest to God. Last game, I believe, had 56 characters. So this one, I'm not saying that quantity necessarily equals quality, because that was very apparent in the last game when, like I said, the Sentinel, Magneto, you had 2 Wolverines. Who the hell was picking him without the adamantium? Those were waste. Having War Machine in there as a duplicate of Iron Man, to me, was a waste. I'm like, I would rather see a better selection. I'd like to see them kind of go off. A lot of people have been saying, like, the Thors. I've heard Carnage once or twice. I think Mr. Sinister would be a cool character, or Doctor Strange. Like I said, Jubilee. I think that if they're going to put a Storm in there again, they need to make sure that she's a little bit more powerful. So, whatever. It's all about preference, I think. We all have our favorites, and we're all going to argue who's the best, blah, blah, blah. So, and also, my big final question, for my Marvel vs. Capcom peeps out there is, who would you like to see as the end boss? For me, my guess was Apocalypse. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. I'll be doing videos regularly again, hopefully, now that I'm in the new house. And, keep it classic, guys. Out.